is going on, you guys? How are y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. And today we have a very special car to do a video with. And the one downside to doing this video is we aren't able to push this car just yet and do some pulls because he did just get like a new turbo kit in it, and so he has to get it tuned and stuff. So we are going to go for a ride, but nothing too crazy, unfortunately, but that's all right. At least I can still get the car in this video. But check out this BMW. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. This is a beautiful E46. This is the cleanest BMW build that I have ever seen. And if you guys don't know, these E46s I'm usually not a big fan of, but this specific build is so crazy. He has a huge turbo with a hood exit exhaust, a wide body kit, and a custom wing that is actually not for a BMW, and it is actually, he said, off of a Honda Civic. It is a Mugen Civic wing that he made work with his car, which is so sick. So before I bring the owner in to talk about his car, obviously I want you guys to go check him out on Instagram, need.4.z. Go check him out on Instagram and give him a follow. Guys, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the owner. This is Mike. He is the owner. Tell us about your car. It's and you said it's an E46. And how long have you had it?
I had this car for about 2 months now. Yeah, I just built it within, I think, I just finished it last week basically. So
really?
Yeah.
What inspired you to do this crazy, beautiful build?
I'll say Slavic people. So I'm actually a GDM guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I prefer to build Nissans.
Okay.
I have a 300ZX, I have a C300, and then I prefer those. But because due to the Slavic community, somebody told me that I cannot build a BMW.
So they're basically saying, I bet you can't do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's no money on top, but they just said I couldn't do it. So it's like I would say more of a challenge.
Okay.
So I was actually looking through which car to go with. I was basically gonna go with E36 because they're cheaper. Most of my builds are budget build.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, it's my third one, but still, I found a good deal on this one. I bought it, and then I guess we couldn't explain it more, but most of the parts on there were inspired through, I guess, the JDM car culture.
Okay.
And to create this, basically.
Wow, that is crazy. How long? I know you and I talked a little bit before, and I wanted you to get some info to the audience, but tell them how long it took you to build the car.
The moment I got a car in a trade, I had a GS300. I was trying to sell it, but nobody's buying it, so I was like, dude, I might as well just see if I can trade it for something nicer. I was not looking for an E46, I was looking for something different, maybe a Honda Civic EK, EG. I'm actually good at those two. Posted this car and I saw the turbo out the hood. I was like, dude, I want to see maybe he'll do it. Hit him up and he's like, dude, let's check it out. We made an exchange and then just did a direct swap. It took me 2 weeks to build it, but it all matters upon when the parts come in.
Right.
Yeah, I could have done faster, maybe longer, depending on when the parts come in. Yeah.
Let's talk about the biggest thing that people are going to notice right off the bat, the wide body kit. Where in the heck did you find that?
I was looking for this wide body kit for this specific model. Most of the kits are sold in Europe and they're like 3K.
Whew.
Yeah, so I'm more of a budget build, so I actually started looking through these kits and they actually have it for E46 on eBay and it only costs you 1K.
Really?
Yeah. So luckily, back then I didn't have money. So what I did have was PayPal credit account. So I used my PayPal credit to buy the kit. So at least I have the kit and I can see if it can work or not.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I know you and I were talking a little bit, but you can explain to the audience. You said there's two types of kits. There's a facelift and a non-facelift one. So which one do you have? Do you have the facelift or the non-facelift?
This is this is called a pre-facelift. So if you look here. So basically over here, you see how it goes downhill?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pre-facelift and then a facelift up here. I don't think they sell the cheaper version for the facelift, but they do have it for the non-facelift, which is this one right here.
Got it.
So yeah, it's a big difference in price. So either 3K or $1,000.
That is crazy. Your wheels, those are gorgeous wheels. Talk about your wheels. What brand are they?
Those are Cosmics. Actually, like I said, I usually don't buy anything new. It's all marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
I got these tires and wheels from marketplace for $500.
Really?
Yeah. And due to the slug nap pattern being 5x120 because it's BMW, those were 5x115. But because I knew I'm gonna put the wide body kit on, I had to get adapters anyways.
Right.
So the spacer, the adapter, and actually the fitment came out perfect. If you can look at it, even from here, it's like a really good fitment.
That is so perfect.
Probably needs to go a little bit more low, and then people did ask me to do airbag system. Because of the budget build, I didn't want to invest what is that, 3K into airbags, but this is good for me. I mean, I don't wreck my lips all the time, and it drives really good.
Let's talk about the rear end. The rear end, the bumper, I noticed is a little different. So is that an aftermarket bumper?
That's actually an M3 bumper I got also from Marketplace. I had the regular one. And usually people, what they would do is they would try to cut the stock bumper from an E46 and try to fit some kind of diffuser on there. But I actually like the M3 bumper itself because it sits more lower. It looks a lot nicer, I'd say, than a stock E46 bumper. So I got it for a good deal. I got $100, and I think they're like $500 for this bumper itself.
Dang, that's crazy. And I did tell the audience already about the wing, but obviously you know a little bit more since it's your car. But I told them that it is a Honda Mugen wing. Where did you get that?
So if you look over here, so from the very beginning, I did not know. I was preferring to do a ducktail over a chassis mount. So what happened was when I put the ducktail on, I did not like the look with the wide body on there. And while I was in my brother's shop, he pulls out this wing, not this one specifically, but a similar one. And then just to test fit it, just for fun. And then the moment we put it on, as you can see, it actually aligns exactly on both sides. I'm like, as if it's for an E46.
Yeah, it just happens to fit perfectly.
Exactly, and you can easily bolt it on, really simple. So this is a Mugen wing I bought from eBay. I believe they are $70 brand new. So yeah, so they come in black. This is all black, all stock color, and this is all wrap. Aftermarket tail lights. I also got from Marketplace for $100. They're nice. I really like them. And the E46 diffuser, they actually made it fit. I just basically bolted it all the way through on, so it's actually pretty stiff, and it looks good.
That is really sick. So the wrap, I noticed, is super cool and super unique, and I'm sure it stands out and it turns a lot of heads. Did you wrap your car yourself?
Yeah, I actually do car wraps right now. Besides, I love to do anything to do with the outside of the car, so building it. So instead of having a shop do all the stuff, I'd rather learn myself. So I actually learned through YouTube how to do it. But I've been doing it for 3 years and doing all the cars and stuff. So I would say I'm pretty good at it now. But if I'm doing a budget build, I mean, even if this was coming out as a budget, just to spend 2K on 3K to get your whole car wrapped, I'd rather learn it and just do it myself. So yeah, I just basically start wrapping cars one by one. And this specific car right here is called Plum Explosion. Actually, it's a 3M brand, but it's no longer, it's very hard to get. I could not find it. Everyone is out of stock. And this roll right here, I had to actually order from Europe to get it in.
Really?
Yeah, and in our area alone, I have not seen this car. There's like LP2, which is dark purple cars, but I've not seen this specific shade of purple.
That is crazy. How long did it take you to wrap the whole car?
Okay, the car itself, I wrapped because I was sick, so I couldn't go anywhere, so I wrapped it in 2 days.
Wow, that's crazy. You guys know when I had my Genesis, I wrapped that, and with a little bit of help, but it took me like 5 weeks because I was telling Mike that I was learning as well. That was my first car to start wrapping on. I was driving around with it partially wrapped for like weeks on end. It was so crazy. But yeah, so now we're gonna have Mike start it up. You guys can hear the exhaust, and maybe, just maybe, we can have him throw some flames. I don't know. But he said that in this kind of dusk lighting, you can really see the flames. So let's have him start it up and you guys can hear the exhaust. It sounds so good. What kind of exhaust do you have?
Basically, it goes directly from turbo. All I did was we basically welded on the teardrop. You can also buy these from eBay. They come in what, 1 inch, 2 inch, up to 4 inch.
Okay.
They look really good, and I did it specifically because I don't want to damage the wrap if it was any other way. This way it goes up the window and it kind of blows the smoke out the way there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's basically it's a 3 inch pipe going down to the exhaust, yeah.
So I've heard you mention a couple of times that this was a budget build.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did you spend on this budget build?
Yeah. I mean, many people guessed, and then I'm just going to tell you guys what people would tell me all the time. They told me 10K, 9K, 13K, up to 15K. But I actually came out to 6,500.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
That is so, and when Mike told me that, we chatted a little bit off camera, but I wanted to have him tell you guys on camera so you guys know as well. It's so cool that people do budget builds, and when they know exactly what they're doing, they can make the car look good and look like an actual like expensive car. Because when he asked me how much I thought he spent on the car, I told him like 10,000 or 12,000, and he said less every time I guessed. And I was like, and when he told me that, I was like, are you serious? So I'm saying all that to say, when you know what you're doing, like Mike, for this perfect example, it really does pay off, because this car is so good looking for a $6,500 budget build. Yeah, you guys listen to this. You can hear the burbles and everything. Oh, we got a speed bump. He'll get on a little bit just so you can hear the turbo. Now, I did ask you, once you get it tuned, but I want you to tell the audience, when you get it tuned, how much are you going to be pushing roughly? What is your plan?
With the new turbo, which is the 51R I got, where you can sound a lot better. If I do get the tune right, I should probably be at 400 plus.
That'll be crazy. We'll have to do an updated video when you get it tuned. We can do some polls and stuff.
Yeah, let's do
that would be crazy. I was thinking, if you got a built mirror that has cameras on it, where did you get that?
That is actually something I got from TikTok. So since I work with Hot Wheels, and I usually do content to do with car related / Hot Wheel related content, a lot of these sponsors off TikTok ask me if they can promote their items. One of them is this Wolfbox 4K dash cam.
That is really cool, and the quality is actually really well.
It has the back and the front, and it kept just sounds very good, especially the turbo sound. Any person walking around the car.
Now, for the audience watching, what is your TikTok? Just so they can check you out.
Yeah, my TikTok is Need for Z Cars. That's where I mostly post my my content. A lot of Hot Wheel giveaways, a lot of how I built it. Even this car itself, there's all the videos of how I did the headlights, how I did this and that. So if you're into building an E46, and you need more descriptions or where I got my items, they should all be on TikTok.
That'll be okay. Yeah, I'll screenshot his TikTok for you guys, and I'll actually screenshot his Instagram and put it in the video for you guys as well. But yeah, he was telling me that he does TikTok videos, and I was like, oh, that's so sick. So yeah, you guys got to go give him a check out. This guy likes his car.
Yeah.
You're in the YouTube video, bro.
What's that?
You're in the YouTube video.
Oh, fuck yeah. Do it for the one time, bro.
Yeah, right? There's a cop right there. Alright guys, so again, this was a super sick experience. We were chatting, and once he gets the car tuned properly, we're going to do another part 2 where we can actually get on it and get proper pulls and everything for you guys. But one more look in the low light. This color just absolutely pops in low light. It is so nicely done. So Mike, you have anything you want to say to the audience as we outro? Do you have any words of affirmation, words of wisdom that you want to tell them?
Yeah, stay positive. I think wintertime is coming, so you don't want to give up on your build. I know people usually start the build, but then lose motivation due to maybe lack of friends, not enough money or something. So I had that a lot, but I think the moment that I actually stuck to figure out a way to actually finish it by summertime, all these builds just kind of started flowing. And then through that, I've made friends, connections, made it easier for me, because even getting parts, getting some knowledge, you actually have to have friends. It's really hard to build anything when you're by yourself, but when you have friends, connections, it's so much easier.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it was a pleasure meeting you. It was a pleasure getting your build in the car, or build in the video.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys. Again, go check Mike out on TikTok. Go check him out on Instagram. I'll put his Instagram and TikTok in the video and in the description for you guys. Alrighty, you guys, that is going to complete today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, because that BMW build was sure crazy. The craziest one I've ever seen in the Pacific Northwest by far. So with that being said, I'm going to head home, because it is getting chilly and I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to send these clips off to Nick, and hopefully he can get this edited, and this vlog will also be out hoping Monday. So not too much more to throw at you, so I will catch you guys in the next video. So peace.